Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys? Did you eat this morning? Did you check in with yourself? Did you see how good you were feeling? How good you're not feeling? Okay. This is the Astute Sage. I am Miss Real and I offer a plethora of services, esoteric and practical services as well. I do coaching, counseling with people and I pretty much get them back on their path. So I want to definitely thank you. If you're wondering what it is I do, I can do dream interpretations, not so much tarot, but it's more of helping people get to their goals. So if you want someone that's going to help you get to your goals, I am that person. Okay. Oh my goodness, my eyes. So I just wanted to check in, see how y'all doing. Make sure you eat. Make sure you check in on yourself. A lot of times we check in on people, but we don't even check in with ourselves, how we feel, if we ate, what are our needs, do we need to use the bathroom? Like, we'll neglect our needs for somebody else that nine times out of 10 either don't care, don't like you, don't give two shits about you. And very few, there are people that actually do, or the people that do care that ask you how you doing, do you like reach back and ask them? So make it a habit to ask people how they're doing. Check in with yourself and then check in with other people. Check in with how you feel throughout the day. If something's upsetting you, figure out what that reason or that purpose is and then gain a understanding, because you're going to keep repeating the same patterns, the same cycles, and then you're going to be frustrated. When if you just checked in and you were self-aware, that could have avoided that. So that's a little message that I have for this check-in today. Okay. So my check-in is that I had a genicular procedure, which is kind of similar to radio ablation. And I got it on Thursday for issues or trauma to my knee. Yes, having this procedure is its own trauma. Ever since the initial trauma of my knee, everything after that pretty much feels like or is an actual trauma, whether scheduled or not. If you don't understand, I'll kind of break it down. Okay, I hit my knee. That is a unscheduled trauma. When you get surgery, excuse my French, when you go in for surgery, that is a scheduled trauma, because the surgeon has to go open up whatever part of your body, remove out nerves, get to things. And so what happens is the natural pathway that was already created and there and working, now it's been disturbed. Okay, that means nerves, blood vessels, anything of that nature has been disturbed. Sometimes if they have to do something with the bone, even the bone's been disturbed. Okay, that is a trauma. Surgery is a scheduled trauma. Okay, me getting these injections, they wouldn't say it's a trauma, but it actually is. Okay, or they might actually agree. Needless to say, it's not really an injection, it's more of a treatment. So radio frequency ablation is where a doctor goes and they use radio frequency to try and treat the chronic pain so that you don't come dependent on something like painkillers, other interventions and modalities that maybe have not worked might respond after the treatment. So radio ablation, they take radio frequency and they use it to treat the nerves and pretty much is nerves, because nerves cause pain, nerves cause chronic pain. They can cause burning, tingling. So they're treating the nerve per se and seeing in how that works. Now, the reason why the medical field has so many interventions and so many modalities is because not everything is going to work on everyone. So that's why they offer you a list of options. That doesn't mean it's going to work. That doesn't mean it's going to be the end all be all. You might need 2 or 3 sessions of something for something to work, or you need to do a mix of interventions and modalities to bring some type of relief for the treatment to work. And that's where your provider should be working cohesively or collaboratively with you, but that's not necessarily the case. We do have a lapse of kind of communication in healthcare where I notice even in managing my own healthcare issues that I'm the one that has to articulate a lot of things to the doctor. And yes, I do speak like someone in the medical field because I do have experience reviewing medical records, and I just been around the medical field for most of my life. It wasn't necessarily an interest. I actually went to school to be an educator. Um, but I took on a position that required me to have an advanced understanding like a nurse, and I do have advanced training in wound care. So I don't really tell people that, but that's just a little bit about me, and about how I can help you. I can help you with coordinating your healthcare, um, getting in touch with certain people, making sure that you get the services, and properly advocating for yourself in a very adverse and difficult bureaucracy, a very difficult system. And where if you don't know who to talk to, how to go about things, you're just going to get lost. And it might even be a situation you didn't even know certain things exist. Like up here in the Northeast, we have something called patient relations. I realize that they don't have that all over the country. Or if they do, it's called a different name at different hospitals because of the structure and how they're set up. Now, with that being said, if you have any more questions, if I didn't break it down in layman's terms, you can let me know. But you have a genic. I think I explained this in my last live or previous live. You have genicular nerves that they run in your knee. So you do have a genicular nerves. You have a set that are on top. I didn't do too good in anatomy and physiology. I'm like the physics girl. Love physics. Needed that for music. But let's see if we can get through anatomy and physiology. Now, obviously, I have issues with my patella, which is out of place, which is sitting high, which is sitting up here. You do have a genicular nerve over here. You do have a genicular nerve over here. So what the doctor did is he put in these needles, 25 gauge, and these needles, what happens is something's going to shoot out once it gets in the nerve, and it's like electrodes come out of the needle and they spring out in the nerve, and then there's a machine, right, that is going to deliver the treatment, that's going to deliver the radio frequency. Okay. And it doesn't take long. They pull it out. So it's like burning the nerve off. They take it out. They're supposed to give you local anesthetic. It is a very painful procedure, trust and believe, because I was like hanging off, half of my body was hanging off like the OR table. It is very painful. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it for you guys. Like the first time I got it done, I left the OR literally screaming. I was like, oh no. The second time they claimed they were gonna put me out, but they didn't. They just increased my pain meds. The thing is, when doctors do certain things, it's an indication. Because of my background and my experience working in the healthcare field, when doctors do certain things, I'm highly aware of what's going on. So I have a very kind doctor, compassionate, but he had upped my pain meds during the procedure, which to me was indicative of how much pain I was probably going to be in after, seeing as I just told you, this particular procedure is a form of a trauma. So that was like a red flag. It would have been nice. They take a picture, so, and I kind of sort of see it. It's like a picture of your leg, and then they guide the needle, the 25 gauge needle, into the point that they need to go. And it's really cool. Like, if I could like look and see that, I'd blow my mind. Okay, but I was just in too much pain. Now, today, how I'm feeling today, I'm feeling a little bit more better. Like, I can kind of manage. That doesn't mean that I can just jump and do a bunch of stuff. Granted, I had this done on Thursday. It is Saturday, so I do need to rest. I also have other comorbidities. They're well managed, but when you're dealing with chronic pain, intersection with a procedure, intersection with some other things, um, they impact your body very differently. So I'm not to say that I'm young, so my recovery will be good. I will bounce back. I don't feel like that will be necessarily an issue, but I just might need to take it a little bit more easy for a little bit more extended period of time. Also, too, with my knee, ever since I've had this particular trauma to my knee, I not deal with stress. I also have sickle cell trait, so when people stress me out, it's like I just got to get rid of them. I just don't. The one thing that is the number one killer of Black people, the number one killer of anybody on this planet, okay? The one thing people will try to do is stress you to death. They will try to make their problems your problems. No, my problems are my problems, your problems are your problems. My responsibility is my responsibility, your responsibility is your responsibility. I remember this lady told me something and I'll never forget it. Don't nobody owe you nothing. I don't owe nobody shit. You don't owe nobody nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing. So when people feel some type of way because I'm pulling back my energy or I'm guarding myself, it's because I really don't have the time to sit here and mingle and be like, oh, I'm going through this. See, there's a pattern where people will come to me when they're down and out. I just don't have that time. I don't have that time to be the good friend. No, I'm going through a situation and I'm going through it. I don't want to say by myself because you're never really by yourself. If you're a spiritual person, you will know that you're not by yourself. You will have support. You have guides. They will help you. They will embrace you. You will get the assistance that you're looking for, right? Well, same thing. I just can't give my energy to people that don't appreciate it, you know? And it has made me quite cold. I'm not really, I'll put it to you like this. Everybody uses a form of manipulation. A lot of people like to use emotional manipulation. And with that emotional manipulation, what ends up happening is it just don't work out in their favor. Okay, people are trying to use emotional manipulation. I'm just not trying to hear it right now. And I'm the type, I am a Virgo, so I'm the block queen. Okay, I'll block your mama, your dog, your daddy, your cousin, your grandfather that died twice on the table, your grandmother that died 4 times, your grandpa from your sister, brother, cousin side twice removed. They all getting blocked. Your dog will get blocked. Your soul will get blocked. Okay, I'll even block out. I'll even block out your gangsta ass son, your wannabe son. If I have to block that out, it'll get blocked out. Not that son, but whatever people be making up in their mind. I'll block out their own God. Oh my God, no, I'll just block out your God, your mouth, and everything else. I don't play that. Do not. People think it's cute to play. I just hit the block button. I do not have time to deal with folks wanting to attack me, wanting to wish ill on me, and we're gonna go into that in the next reading. Because I just find it so interesting how a whole bunch of people doing spell work. We doing spell work now. I'm not about to get into it in this. We're just doing a check-in. Make sure you eat today. Make sure you read a good book. Make sure you do something for you. If you're always doing things for other people, make sure that you check in, you do something for yourself. Okay, it's not being selfish. It's about pouring back into you because you want people to pour into you. But what are you doing to pour into yourself? People ain't gonna pour into you unless you pour into you. People ain't gonna do for you unless you do for you. That's just point blank period. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Like, what are you doing to nourish your body? Like, and nutrition and nourishment has nothing to do, it's not just with food, it's the things that you watch, the energies you partake in, what you allow and don't allow. That's nutrition as well. So make sure you're good to your body, make sure you're good to yourself, make sure that you take care of you, because there's only going to be one of you. Don't give your all to no job, because the job don't give two shits about you. I could speak from experience, personally, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and firsthand. I don't witness some shit. I don't witness a lot of what people have gone through. So there's that portion. Um, I'm gonna try and kind of manage. It's more like I didn't really get much sleep last night because I was up extremely late with y'all. And then I still couldn't sleep. I didn't go to sleep till like 5. So then when I tried to get up for this 11:30, that ended up being 11:55, being more like 12 o'clock noon stream. I'm like, I'm still tired, so I may go back and take a nap. It's just hard for me to really sleep because I'm uncomfortable. I was really uncomfortable before, Am I uncomfortable now? Very much so. Like before, I could not move my leg a certain way. It just hurt. It just really hurt when I would go to move my right knee. I couldn't move it in any jerking motions. This was like Thursday, Friday. I took a walk just to see if I could walk off the pain. When you do like an outpatient procedure, or if you have some type of surgery, the whole goal is to make sure you're eating, you're passing, your bowel movement, and you're walking, because those are the three things that you have to do to survive. Once you're able to do those things, okay, safely, they're gonna put you out the hospital. That's their goal. Okay. Whether you like it or you don't, that is their goal, honey. Okay. All right. So there's that. Um, and it just was rough. It really was rough. Getting up early, not eating. Okay, that was really tough for me. I had to end up stopping and getting like Popeyes. I got like a chicken sandwich and fries, and that was all I ate for Thursday because I couldn't eat. Like I passed out like between the sedation and the meds and just like the whole stress of my body. I just passed out the rest of Thursday. I had people calling me and stuff, and I'm like, please don't call me right now. Um, so there's that. Before we wrap up, I do offer services. I can help you with your health care, give you advice and advocacy, who to reach out, who to talk to. I offer kits if you're dealing with situations, legal situations, money, confidence. I have cheat sheets. I'm going to be offering some free resources. And a new service that I am providing is dream interpretations. And I'll be doing those. Basic will be 15, and then extended version will be a little bit of 25. And it it's a combination. The $25 one, like I said, goes a little bit more in depth. I ask more questions. I might actually do an interview session. I might actually speak to you and you get your interpretations there. Okay. And then we go into some next steps to get you on and going. And I just wanted to let you guys know that that's a service I offer. I do offer consultations. You can always feel free to book a quick 15 minutes with me, and I will talk to you. First time courtesy only. After that, we can't be using and abusing people, okay? But just so that you guys know what resources you have, please do not give your last dollar, your last hope, your last dream, your last wish up to these folks. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're better off figuring out what free resources can help you generate and help you to proceed forward, because these people will take your last and they will not give you their last, and they will look you in your face like you put yourself in this situation, and they'll put their nose up. Everybody got to keep their lights and their gas on. Everybody got bills to pay and things to do. Okay, but do not fall for the manipulation. And I'm gonna go into that. I'm actually make a live stream about manipulation, and well, I don't know. I'm gonna say don't fall for the okey doke. But right now, I'm gonna start the next stream. I'm gonna prepare for it, and then I'm gonna come back on with just a message here. Um, but I'll get into that in the next video. Like I said, I'm just taking it easy. I do feel like I'm regaining my strength back, but it still is difficult, having to do literally everything by myself and having very little support physically. It's a huge burden on one person to have to carry. But it's situations like these that make me realize that when everything resolves, when justice is served and things balance out, that I will be getting justice in a situation where people, you know it's not for them to say anything because they did not have to go through the trials, the tribulations. They did not have to. I have a testimony. I'm being tested right now. I have a testimony, so I can therefore testify. And when you have a testimony and you can speak on something, can't nobody judge you. because they didn't go through it. They don't even know how it would feel like or be like. There's people that are pretending, oh, my knee is hurt, put some ointment. I'm going to explain to y'all something, and we're going to do this one last good solid time. You cannot put an ointment on a flap of skin because your patella is connected to your kneecap. It is a tendon that is connected to your kneecap. Look it up, okay? You cannot put ointment on that. It's either some type of manipulation like physical therapy, or it's surgery, which is a scheduled trauma. Okay. So when people are talking like they understand, a lot of them don't have an idea. Very few people, even my age, actually understands to the degree in which I'm going through a situation. Okay. So that's why I make sure I come, I check in, I see how y'all doing. I try to keep these short anyway. They don't need to be long. But I just want to check in, see how y'all doing. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Make sure that your needs get met. Closed mouth don't get fed, honey. Closed mouth don't get fed. You got to. How you supposed to eat that chicken out the pot? And your mouth is closed. Closed mouth don't get fed. Speak up. Let more folks know. Let people know what you gonna do. Let them know, like, excuse me, if you cannot respect the fact that I'm going through A, B, and C, I'm gonna have to block you at D. Okay. All right. Hit the block. Okay. Block. Like, I literally created a whole song called Block Party. I'm a rap a little bit for y'all when I get the chance to, because I got it. I got it. I'm a poet, but I thought I was a rapper for a hot minute. I thought I could just whoop. Writing songs is very different than writing sheet music, and I know how to write sheet music. Would I do it again? Oh, it's painful, mentally painful. Maybe if I had time, maybe if I was bored, if I have the software, I might do it. But oh, I would have to think of a melody, and then I have to place it right. It's a lot of science and art, and it's a lot of mental brain power putting together sheet music. But I want to wish you guys a happy Saturday. Stay blessed, stay cool. If you're in the northern hemisphere, if you're down under, stay warm. It's cold. It's brick to the cold down under. Oh no, that that's for the birds. But I can't even say that's for the birds. Okay, like we getting ready to go in the cold. They getting ready to go in the springtime. We getting ready to go in the fall. It's been jalapeno coochie hot up here. Jalapeno coochie hot. Okay, I've been busting the sweats like Keith sweats. But I ain't making no checks. I ain't making no wrecks. But I want y'all to have a good day. Take care of yourself. Feed yourself. Please wash yourself. It's summertime. Don't be walking around here smelling frowsy. You smelling yourself. You don't want to take a shot. Like, I'm telling you, if you smell good, you will feel good. If you smell good, look good, you will for surely feel good. That is just one of those tips. When you feel fresh and you know you fresh, I mean, that can change your soul, okay? So go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. You can always hit the thumbs down, don't matter. Okay. I'll take your negative energy, alchemize it anyway. But like, share, subscribe. And you can go on my website, theastutsage.com. You can email me at theastutsage@gmail.com and touch base with me. I will let y'all know when I'll be putting on these products and these upgrades, these new things onto my website. So that'll be coming really soon. I really appreciate the love. I appreciate the love and the support because I be talking mad fast, and I know I do. So I appreciate the love, the support. Check in on yourself today. Show yourself some love today. Okay. And take care.